He's Straw and he's Parker, and together we are the Battle Hammer. Obviously things are still as they are, so I'm going to be playing some more solo games, this time unsurprisingly with Spirit Island Jagged Earth expansion. Just solo on the one little island board, and this time I'm going to be using Stone's Unyielding Defiance. Let's read the blurb. Some things refuse to break. Underneath the soil and sand of the island lies rock, layer upon layer built up over the ages. Some stones wither quickly once exposed to the elements, while others are sterner and harder. Stone's Unyielding Defiance is a spirit of that stone which resists being shattered, moved, or shaped to the will of another. It is capable of tremendous feats of resilience and obstinacy, particularly when confronted head-on in a belligerent fashion. It is not unfriendly to other spirits or that are harm, but it works with them on its own terms. Obviously I've done the setup. I'm using the orange counters. Play style, just a brief thing. It wants to be where the invaders are, so it can do defending and stuff like that. And it can mitigate blight by, which reminds me, I do need it in here, or are they in this box? Which means I will need some extra blight tokens, because you take, if you set up your powers right, you take the blight from the box rather than from the island card. Which doesn't sound, I mean, you're still getting blight on your island, which is not great. However, it does mean that your island won't become unhealthy and you won't automatically lose the game, which is obviously pretty good. So we'll just show you the card there, if I can hold it right. Whoa. 3 growth options, which include reclaiming cards, gaining earth, adding presence, which is actually pretty good. You get a bunch of stuff for reclaiming cards. Next one's add presence and gain energy, and the last one's gain a power card, add a presence. You've got 2 presence rows as usual. The top one is all about energy, potentially gaining extra card plays and gaining minor powers as well, so that's probably going to be the one I'm going to focus on. The bottom one is card plays, but really it's all about generating loads of earth so you can do your innate powers maximum style. Speaking of which, hold the island fast with the Bulwark of Will. Range 0, target yourself. When you add blight to the land, you can spend 2 energy to take it from the box instead of the island card. So that way you're saving your island, it doesn't become unhealthy or blighted. As you get more, it costs less, and other stuff you can do. Then we've got let them break themselves against the stone. After invaders deal 1 or more damage to target land, you do 2 damage. So really you want them to be doing 1 damage and defending against that everything else, so that they get 2 damage against them, which is pretty cool. We've got special rules. Bestow the endurance of bedrock. When blight is added to one of your lands, unless the blight then outnumbers your presence, it doesn't destroy, cascade or destroy the presence, which is pretty cool. So you can generate blight. The island becomes more and more blighted, which is bad. However, it doesn't have the same negative effects as it otherwise could. And the last one is deep layers exposed to the surface. The first time you uncover each of your +1 card play spaces, gain a minor power. So this little symbol in the top here, which you can just about see, there you go. If I uncover that, I gain a minor power. So that's the little rundown of the card. Very much, you know, generating earth to get these things. So you'd be generating a fair amount of energy, potentially, which is nice to do powers with. Speaking of powers, I have 4 powers. Jagged shards, push from the earth, add a Badlands and push up to 2 Dahan, that costs nothing. Oops, so push and move in Dahan around. Scarred and stony land, 2 damage, add a Badlands, remove a blight from the game, goes to the box, not the blight card, so I can't make the island healthier, I can remove blight, which is super good, and does 2 damage, which is effectively enough to destroy a town. Nice. Ploughs shatter on rocky ground. You can either do 1 damage to each town and city and push a city, or destroy a town. Or sorry, push a town or destroy a town. Potentially really good if I'm going to be doing 1 damage to each. If there's like 4 towns and I do 1 damage to each, then maybe I've got another thing that does, you know, extra damage. So potential good stuff there. And the last one is Stubborn Solidity, which is, this is I think going to be pretty clutch. It's a fast one. You defend 1 per Dahan, and the Dahan in target land cannot be changed. That means when they would be damaged, destroyed, removed, replaced or moved, instead they don't. So I think that's going to combo with let them break themselves upon the stone. So you put a bunch of Dahan in a place, the invaders attack, then, but because you've got this, they defend it and they can't be changed, so they don't take any damage, and then they all attack back and murder everyone. So I think there's going to be some stuff going on there. I'm not convinced that I'm clever enough to make it work, but we'll give it a go. Set up the board. Oh, I haven't set up my board fully yet. Got to cover up all my little advantageousnesses. I hope you can hear me well enough over the rumble of that aeroplane. Thetford, where I live, is based near, I think it's Lakenheath, or is it something like that? And there's an aeroplane base thing, and it's very annoying because they have planes around all the time. So I think we're ready to go. I just put a little token here and a little token there for my disease and my wilds, just to remind me that I must do disease and wilds. Because sometimes I forget. Not that there's any wilds here, but there may well be some generated because of events and stuff, I don't know yet. So, I've already drawn my first explore card. I've got a couple of invaders, a couple of little explorers here on the sandy areas. I don't have to worry about building here, so that's good. Let's see if I can move him around. I'm really better at moving towns. So, my first turn. Let's go with growth. Right? Yeah, growth. So, I will add a presence within 2 and gain 3 energy, because energy is always good. So I add 3 energy, and I will place a presence within 2, and actually one of my powers I've noticed is within 1. This Scarred and Stony Land is of a sacred site, not just presence. So I'm going to pop that there. It's within 1, so that will catch most of the middle of my board, so that should help. And then I get 3 energy for my gain energy phase. So I've got 6 energy already. That's pretty cool. I can, however, only play 1 card, which is slightly irritating. But could remove. Ooh. Oh, I can't play 2 cards. So I just realised this is why 1 damage to each thing and thing, but then I'm going to do 2 damage with that. Yeesh, but I can't because I can only play 1 card. So, what am I concerned about? Not worried about defending because we don't have any ravaging. Jagged shards. I could get some badlands and push them to harm. I think maybe I'm going to push them to harm into here. Or I could just do 2 damage and destroy this town, get it over and done with. Or destroy the town that ends up there, even better, because this is a slow one. So I'm going to spend 2 energy, have 1 back, and use the Scarred and Stony Land card. Okay, so no Blighted Island, no event, because it's the first time, no fear effects sadly. Ravage, no build. Now I build here, and I would build here, but I've got disease, so that goes away instead. And then we have some exploring in the wicked jungle is massive. Okie dokie. Now I get my slow powers. I do have a big 1 earth, so I can't do any of my innate powers. But I do get to do Scarred and Stony Land within range 1. Oh, sorry, I'll put that down so you can see it, but you can't. Within range 1 of a sacred site, add 1 badlands, remove 1 blight in target land from the game. but I'm actually going to do it on this space because I can do 2 damage to this town, destroying it, giving me a point of fear, and I place a bad land as well. Bad lands mean that the Dahan and explorers do extra damage, take extra damage. Increases damage to invaders or Dahan. It doesn't increase what they do, but they take more damage. That goes away. Time passes. Okay, so a big 1 card. Whoop. I don't know if I'm going to be good enough to pull this off, but we will see what we will see. So it's my growth phase again. I think. What have I got? These. That's range 0. Now we've got ravaging in the sand areas. Do you want to play that already? I play 1 card still. Well, I'm going to add a presence, and I'm going to play this one, this middle one here, add a presence within 2 and gain energy. But I was just checking my range 0s. They're range 1, range 1, range 1. 2, 2, 2. That's range 0. I think I'm going to put this presence here. But it gets me 1 extra card play a turn, so I can now play 2 cards, which is good. I get the 3 energy from placing the presence. And I gain a minor power because of the deep layers exposed to the surface. So draw 1, 2, 3, 4 minor powers. What do we get? Purifying Flame, which is damage on Blight, which is kind of nice. Or I can remove Blight, which is also kind of nice. Entrancing Apparitions, defend 2. Nice, that's pretty cool. Infested Aquifers. Ooh. Or Here Be Monsters. Oh, Here Be Monsters does fear. Well, I kind of like that. I can push things around, which is kind of nice. What do we think? Well, this one's got the Earth symbol, so I'm kind of more likely to take that. I don't have any other ways of getting disease, so I think I'm going to go this Here Be Monsters. Because why the toffee fudge not? It does only cost me 0 energy, which is kind of good. And now I get 3 energy from this as well. Wow, I'm generating tons of energy. And now I can play 2 cards. Okay, so we've got Ravaging in the City. The problem is everything's slow. Oh, see, the stubborn solidity is really good. But I think I have to play that. See, the problem with the Badlands is this will take 2 damage from that 1 explorer and die. So I don't want that to happen. So I think I'm going to have to play Stubborn Solidity on him. That's got a range of 1, so I can do that. And then I'm going to play this Here Be Monsters as well, actually. Because then it's slow, but I can push something out of the here and then generate some fear. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's range 0. No! I could push him, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So that's my 2 cards. Cost me 1 energy total, which is kind of nice. Probably should have gone there, but it is what it is. Man, I need to spread around because everything's got 0 range, which is not good. So that's me done. I only got this 1 earth, so I don't get any of my stuff from there. Sad face. However, stubborn solidity will go first. Defend 1 per Dahan there, and then they can't be attacked, which is good. So at least that's something. So that's then happened, and then I've got my slow card, which will happen in a moment. No Blighted Island event. Here we go. Healthy Island. Heavy farming. During the next normal ravage. Oh no. Each town does +1 damage. There's no ravage in this phase. Leave the card until one happens. Prey on the unwary. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. Ah, that's super handy. So this beast, nom nom nom, eats him. And I can add a beast on a board without one. Well, there's one on this board, so I can't do that. Coming of age, on each board add 1 Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. Well, that's going to have to be here because, oh no, I could do it here. It might be good, yeah. Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive. That's not awful. The ravaging's a bit frustrating, but I don't actually have any towns ravaging. Yay. So that's good. Because I got rid of it, right? Yeah. Okay then, that's that. Event, no fear, ravaging in the sandy areas. Now this guy attacks, but I defend 1 against the, what's that called? Because of my defend, because of stubborn solidity. And even if he was to do damage, they can't be changed, so they can't be damaged or anything like that. Then they attack him back and kill him. Ha 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 ha! Unfortunately, this does 4 points of ravaging and does a blight. I could use bestow the hold the island fast with a bulwark of will, but I can't because I haven't got enough stone. Nor is that in one of my lands. The board is my board, but this I haven't got any presence there, so I can't do it, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to put something there in a little while. So that's the ravaging. Then we've got the building. Building in the jungle. So I'll build here. Fortunately, this dude was going to build a house, and then he got eaten. Nom noms. And then we explore in the mountains. And now, here be monsters. I can push 1. I can push 1 explorer, town, or Dahan, and then do 2 fear. Now, generate 2 fear before I forget. And I can only do it here, here, or here. I want to push out of that. Yeah. I'm going to do it here, push this town into this wetland. That way when he attacks in the ravage phase, the Dahan will just finish him off for me. Unfortunately there's no beasts there, so I don't get any extra fear, but it's a point of fear, which is nice. Or 2 points of fear, sorry. Oof, okay. That is turn done. Slow power phase, time passes, so my defending goes away. Where? minute. I did the ravaging. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was... Sorry, I'm being a dummy. I'm confusing myself. So I've only got 2 cards to play. Kind of want my cards back. Will still allow me to play some presence. I've got plenty of energy, that's not a problem. Where are we ravaging? In the jungle? I'm not bothered about that. It's the mountains I'm concerned about because they're going to do some building. I think I'm going to want my cards back, annoyingly. So I'm going to reclaim my cards. Gain 2 earth, which is why I put these little tokens up there. And then add a presence to a mountain or a land with my presence. Mountain within 3 or a land with my presence. I think I'm going to have to put it... Let's go with this one here. Because I've got some range 0 stuff, so that might be handy. Let's get my cards back. I can gain 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can play 1 + 1 a turn, so I can play 2 cards. Where are we ravaging? We're ravaging in the jungle. I'm not worried about those guys, so that's fine. So the ravaging isn't an issue, so I don't have to worry about that. Now if I do 1 damage to each thing and then 2 damage, that could kill a city, which is pretty good. And I could remove that blight to stop any cascades later on, which is nice. Not so worried about that. As much as I like fear, I think destroying a city is the way to go. So I'm going to play 2 cards, which will be... Oops. I just realised you can't see under my board where I can, so I've got my 2 earth. I'll play these 2 cards, Scarred and Stony Land and Ploughs Shatter on Rocky Ground, which are both slow, so I'll worry about them later. It's 4 energy. However, I do now have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of 4 points of earth, which will allow me to let them break themselves against the stone. And hold fast with the Bulwark of Will, which I can only target myself when I get Blight, which I'm not going to this turn, so I don't have to worry about it. And after the invaders deal 1 or more damage to the target land, they take 2 damage anyway, so they'll be killed by their thing, so that's not really a problem either. But not a bad thing. So we've got 2 slow powers. So it's the event phase. Oh, stages 1 and 2. Oh, that's of this, isn't it? Yeah, stages 1 and 2. Ignore wilds during the explore step. Okay. On each board without wild, explore actions, add +1 dude. Oh no. That's not cool. I don't like that at all. So, because I haven't got any wilds, explore actions will then add in each land. I get 2 dudes instead of 1 dude. That's not cool at all. Each land with beasts does a point of damage, but nope. Coming of age on each board, add 1 Dahan to a land with Dahan. But without badlands, beasts, wilds, or disease. Doesn't say anything about blight, so I'm going to pop in there. My little I love these little mushroom huts. They're just the cutest things in the world. Yeah. That's not good. I'm just going to turn this to one side so I remember to do that thing. Yeah, sucky event phase. No fear, which is, I feel quite uncomfortable actually not having as much fear. I kind of like generating fear in the game because it fits me well. So we're ravaging the jungle, nothing here to ravage. This guy does 1 point of damage to Adahan, and then they do 4 points of damage to him and murderize him. Then we build in the mountains, so I get a little town down here, and another, oh no, this is a city. Oh, balls. Got a city there. And then we explore, but we're double exploring on all the coastal lands. Oh no! That is double plus ungood. 2 guys there. 2 guys there. 2 guys there. Oh mate, that is not good. Oy. And he's going to ravage here. So I need to get rid of that city, really, don't I? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so I've got my 2 slow powers now. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, so I'm going to do this space because it's range 1 of anything, and that's range 1 of a sacred site, which this is. So I'm going to do 1 damage to each town or city, and then push 1 town. I'm going to push this guy into here. And I'm going to push him into there. And then I'm going to use this one on this space to do 2 damage, which will destroy this city, which will give me 1, 2 fear. We destroyed this city. We destroyed this city with stony land. I do, however, add a Badlands, and I remove a blight from the target land in the, but I don't have to do that. Okay, well that was not a great turn. Look at all of these guys. Ugh, vomit. Well, and then time passes, so my cards go away, and so does my earth that I generated. Spirit phase. Let's. Have I got enough energy? I've got plenty of energy, haven't I? Maybe I'll go. Do I go for a major power this early on? I kind of think I almost have to now. Oh, and he gets flipped upside, and he gets flipped up the right way as well. I'll do 4. That's potentially useful. How much energy have I got? I'm going to get another 4. Yeah. I'm going to pick this growth. I'm going to gain a power card. I'm going to go for a major power. 1, 2, 3, 4, and add a presence. I'm going to add this one within 1. I think I have to put it here so that I can spend energy to stop the blight coming from over there. Yeah. But that also gets me a minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll choose the major power first because that happened first. Oh, there's a big 9. Wow! It does 6 fear and destroys all the invaders in it. Oh, that's ridiculous. I love it. Destroy the board. If you have 2 sun, 2 moon, 4 water and 4 mountains, destroy the board containing the target land and everything on that board. All destroyed blight is removed from the game instead of being returned to the blight card. I mean, I kind of want to do it. I don't know what the chances of me pulling it off are, but I kind of want to do it. I mean, I wouldn't be able to, but if you destroyed a board and you've destroyed all the invaders, right? You've won the game. 6 fear and destroy all the invaders is really strong, but it costs 9 energy. That's definitely going in the think pile. Definitely going in the think pile. Instruments of their own ruin. Add strife. Each invader with strife that deals damage to the other invaders of the target land. Now strife, next time they damage to Han, you remove it. That's pretty good. So I could do that. The strife on the town, and he'd kill all the explorers. That's pretty cool. Melt earth into quicksand. Target sands are water. 1 fear, 2 damage. Isolate the land. After invaders are moved, destroy them. I mean, that's pretty cool. An insatiable hunger of the swarm. Add 1 blight. Add 2 beasts. Gather up to 2 beasts. Each beast does 1 fear, 2 damage to invaders, and 2 damage to the Han. Destroy 1 beast. Wow! I kind of like instruments of their own ruin, just because it's 4, so it's not crazy expensive, because I'm going to need energy to stop the blight. And that could really help me out of a bind here. And then I can use something. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Tempting as cast down at the briny deep is. That is, but it's 9 energy, which is a lot of energy. So we're going to go for instruments of their own ruin. So that's the major power I've got. Now I've got some minor powers to choose from. Gift of living energy. Give yourself a point of energy. 2 points of energy, which is kind of nice. But given my limited card play, I don't think it's as powerful as it could be. Treacherous walkways, add a wilds or push a dude. The shore that seethes hatred. Fear. Add 1 Badlands and 1 Wild. Kind of nice. Oh, Fire in the Sky. I think I'm going to go with that. It's 2 Fear and a Strife. Yeah, we'll go for that. And they're the minor powers that I chose. So now, now I generate 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can play 1, 2, 3 cards per turn, which is super tasty. Well, we've got Ravage in the mountains. Not worried about this one. I am concerned about this. So I'm going to play Stubborn Solidity, which will give me defense over the Dahan, and they can't be changed. So when they attack, they won't be hurt, and then they'll attack back against the raiders and kill most of them, which is nice. And then I think I want to play I'm going to play Instruments of Their Own Ruin, because I can play that here, place the Strife on the city, and then when this, because of this, when the city does damage, he'll do damage to those 3 invaders and kill them. I will still get Blight there, but I can spend Blight to change it. And then I've got 1 more card play left. Strife means they blocks an invader's damage. Not worried about that so much then this turn. I think I'm going to play that slow, so it's going to happen after. I'm going to play heavy monsters. Yeah. And then I can do some pushing and generating fear afterwards, which is pretty cool. And that gives me only gives me one earth, so I can't do anything here, which is slightly irritating. And I'm going to spend 1, 4, that's going to be 5 points of energy, 3, 6, get 1 in return. Okay. So I get to do my fast things first. So let's do stubborn solidity. We'll defend in this area here. And then we'll do instruments of their own ruin, and we will place a strife under this city. That's silly, because they're not ravaging, they're building. I'm a dummy. I'll have to reverse this a second until next turn. Take that off, take that off, and we will unspend that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put 1 back in there for 5. Sorry about this, guys. I definitely still want to do stubborn solidity. That costs me 1. Play that next turn. That's when that'll be more useful. And that'll get blight, which is slightly annoying, and that's going to cost me that. So let's just do timings and such. Let's do fire in the sky. And then we'll do heavy monsters. There we go. That's going to cost me another 1 energy. So get rid of that 2, take 1. Sorry about that, guys. I completely got that timing wrong. So I'm going to do stubborn solidity, place a defend here to defend these guys. I'm still going to get a blight on that land, but I'm less concerned about that at the moment. That's happened. Then we've got fire in the sky. I can do that within 1 of any sacred site. So we'll put a strife. So I generate 2 fear, 1, 2, and put a strife under this guy. So that's done. And then heavy monsters will happen in the slow phase. Unfortunately, I've only got 1 stone, so I don't get to do either of these, which is kind of frustrating. That's really frustrating, but it is what it is. So that's my fast phase done. Then we have the invader phase, Blighted Island, no event. Oh dear. We are in a healthy island. Gradual corruption. On each board, add 1 blight to a land with a town or city. I'm going to spend 2 energy, so it says spirits may prevent this on any/all boards by paying X energy per board to protect, where X is the number of cards in the invader discard. I've got 2 cards in my invader discard, so I'm going to spend 2 energy to stop that from happening. Fatalities arise. On each land with disease, 1 damage to each invader and 1 damage to each Dahan. Remove 1 disease from each land where this destroys any towns or cities. But I don't have any disease on the place at the moment. Blessings of bounty and wealth. Each spirit may add 1 Dahan to each of its lands, to one of its lands with Dahan. I can put that there. Then that would give me more defending and enough damage to wipe out everything there when it ravages. I like that. That's good. Oh, whew. Okay, things are not awesome. Then that was the event phase, so fear. Please be something not awful. Oh. That's not awful. That's not awful at all. Each player adds 1 strife in a land with what's the word? In a land with presence. So I can add 1 strife to any land with my presence. Ravaging is going to happen here and here. I'm going to put it under this town, because then the town won't attack. Then they'll do 3 damage. They've got enough to defend because of stubborn solidity, so I won't get blight here. Awesome. And then they'll all be wiped out. Oh. Yeah. Wicked. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Discard that fear card. Now we've got the Ravage phase. Ravaging. This guy does 1 point of damage, which effectively doesn't generate blight, doesn't do anything else. He just kind of whatever. Here, the town won't ravage. I'll get rid of the strife. 3 dudes will ravage, but I've got defend 3, so that's no damage. Then, and also because of the stubborn solidity, I can't change these, so they don't take any damage either. And then they attack back. They do 2, 4, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 damage. Is enough to destroy that town. Generates me another fear. Awesome sawsome. Then in the coastal lands, we do some building. Don't do any here, which is really nice. I get a little town there, and I get a little town there. Where are we going to explore in the waterways? Wetlands, sorry. 1 there, and 1 there. Okay, I'm going to ravage in the coastal lands next turn, which is not awesome. It's not awesome at all. Now I've got my slow phase, which is here be monsters. I can push a town. Range 0. I think I'm going to want to do it on this space, push this guy out, and generate 2 fear, which is nice. 2 fear for me. Now I've only got 2 cards left, so I'm going to have to take my cards back. So reclaim cards, gain 2 earth, add a presence to a mountain or a land with your presence. thing there. Now I'm going to get an extra earth every turn, which is really quite useful for these. I can play, oh, and I get 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can play up to 3 cards. Well, there are a couple that I definitely know I want to do. Three cards. In the Ravage phase, they'll get killed because he's got Strife, so he won't attack. So I'm only doing 1 damage, which isn't enough to do anything major here, and then the Dahan will kill them. Awesome. Not worried about ravaging here. Fine. If I play Fire in the Sky, that means I can put some Strife up. Put it under this building just to stop it from later on doing stuff, and generate enough fear to play another fear card this turn, so that's pretty cool. Then I think I have to play Instruments of Their Own Ruin on this space, so I can put some Strife under here, and then he'll attack the other townsfolk and kill them. And then I'm going to want to play Scarred and Stony Land to destroy that town that will be left, and then I've just got to do the city. Just. I mean, it's something. It's definitely a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energy, which isn't great. Then I've got my 2 fast ones. Fire in the Sky will generate me 2 fear. I can do it within 1, which gets me a fear card. And 1 Strife within 1 of a sacred site, so I'm going to do it on this guy. No, I'm going to put it here. Because then I can put the Strife under this town for when it ravages in a turn or whatever. Then we've got Instruments of Their Own. Oh no! No! Don't do that! Put it there, you dummy! I'm going to put it under this town. Yeah, put it under that town. Because from Fire in the Sky, because then I'll have Strife. I can now add 1 Strife, so I can put a Strife with Instruments of Their Own under that one. Each invader with Strife deals damage to other invaders in the target land. So that way they'll all attack each other, the town and the city and everything. And I can murder a bunch of stuff instead. That's cool. I need 4 sun, which I haven't got. I've got 1, 2, 3. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 earth, which will allow me to let them break themselves against the stone and hold fast with a bulwark of will. Range 0 any. Yeah, let them break themselves against the stone. After invaders deal 1 or more damage to target land, 2 damage. This could be just annihilated at the moment. We don't know. So I'm going to place a little reminder token here rather than a defend token. And then hold fast with a bulwark of will. That's something I can do. I'll put a little reminder there. Oh, and that defend should have gone away ages ago. Just to remind me that I can spend 1 energy to take the blight from here rather than from the board, which is potentially really good. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, that's not too bad. And they're both tapped, and then I've got my Scarred and Stony Land to do some damage later on. Ooh, nice. We like this. We like this a lot. This could be really good. This could be really good. Right. Blighted Island, no. Event. Healthy Island. Population rises. Oh, God. Why? On each board, add one town to a land with dudes or a town. Fine. Oh, God. I don't want to add dudes anywhere. I'm going to... I think I'm going to have to put a town... Let's put it here because I've got lots of presents. Probably a mistake. We'll find out. Sand fever outbreak. On each board, add one disease to the sands or mountains with the most stuff. So, sands or mountains with the most stuff, definitely here. So I'm going to get a disease token. Disease means I don't build. Oh, that's handy. Offerings of pattern and dance. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan amongst all its lands gains +1 energy. Well, I've got tons of Dahan floating around. So I'm going to get +1 energy. Hooray for me. That was the event phase. Then we do fear. Ooh, spooky, spooky fear. Now I'm on terror level 2, which is good. Immigration accelerates. Each player removes one dude or town from a coastal land. Now, I think, because it's remove, do I do that? I think I just remove this town, right? I mean, that's the logical thing to do. Yeah, it does strife and it would attack this thing, but I think I can do that anyway. Yeah, get rid of that little town. That can go right away. Yeah, it's not too, that's good. Lots of lovely fear. And we've got another fear card. Flee from dangerous lands. On each board, remove one dude or town from a land with badlands, wilds, or Dahan. Annoyingly not disease, as otherwise that would have been there. So I could get rid of this. I could get rid of this town. That would be really nice. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that town. Remove one town. Yeah, because there's Dahan there. So catch you later, Bill and Ted. Oh, good times. Unfortunately, now we've got the bad stuff. So coastal lands we ravage. Now strife, this guy will do blocks damage. So it blocks his damage. So only do 1 damage to the land, which isn't enough to do anything particularly. Hurts the Dahan a little bit, and then they kill these 2 guys. Yeah, murdering. No ravaging here in this mountain because there's no invaders. Now we've got strife on this guy. Instead of doing damage to the land, because of strife he won't do anything, but in fact he'll do damage to the invaders. So we'll kill these 3. However, they will still do 3 damage to this land, which is bad. But they'll all die. 2, 3. The city will still be there. And I take a blight, but I can pay 2 blight to take it from the box instead of the card. Sorry, I can pay 2 energy. So we'll play that. Unless it outnumbers my stuff, which unfortunately it does. So it does destroy my presence and cascades, and we will cascade into here. Oh no, because that will come from there. I'll cascade into here, because then I can spend another 2 energy to take it from here instead of the card. And because it doesn't outnumber me, I don't have to get rid of it, so that's good. Let them break themselves against the stone. After invaders deal 1 or more damage to the target land, 2 damage. So I can do 2 damage to this city. That's all the ravaging done. Then we build in the waterways. So this guy builds a little town. Oh, this guy builds a little town. Wow. And then we explore in the mountains. So he turns up there. He turns up there. Now it's the slow phase. I get to do Scarred and Stony Land, which is within range 1 of a sacred site. So here, 2 damage. Let's kill the city. I only have 1 damage left, which gives me 2 fear. Add 1 Badlands. And remove 1 blight from the target land from the game. So I'm not double blight on there, which is good. Okay, so that was end of my turn. Time passes, so I can remove that and my reminders and send my elements back and such and like. Oh, dearie me. This is getting pretty tense. I need to generate some more fears and then just kill everything. Ravaging in the wetlands now. Well, think... Do I want to gain a power card? Gain 3 energy just in case. I think I want to gain a power card. And I want to go for another major power. Gain a power card, add a presence within 1. Another presence here. Because then that will allow me to pay 2 energy to stop the blight coming from there when it does. And that gives me 6 power now, and I'm going to gain a power card, which is why I'm going to gain a major power, because 1, 2, 3, 4, that gives me 9 energy to play with this round. Oh wow, okay. Oh nice. So, I've got a fast one that can do damage, destroy all explorers, which is kind of nice. But it's only from sands, and I don't have anything in from sands, so I don't want that one. Dream of the Untouched Land. I kind of like that. Cost 6, does generate earth, which is always good for me. But remove up to 3 blight and 3 health worth of invaders, so that can destroy a city or a bunch of dudes. So that's really nice. And it's fast. I think I'm going to stick with that one, but I'll just check the other ones. Smothering Infestation only costs 3. Add a disease if it's in jungle or wetlands. 2 fear and 3 damage. That is pretty good, but it's slow. No. The Blazing Renewal. Target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed presence from into a single land, up to 2 from your. If so, add 2 damage. I kind of like it, but I think if there are some spirits that kind of rely on destroying their own, I think it's this one, the volcano guy. I think that'd be better suited. So I'm going to stick with this one, this Dream of the Untouched Land, because that's pretty good. Then I generate 6 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is just as well. Now I can play some cards. Up to 3. I've got 1 card play per turn, 1 card play per turn, 1 card play, 3 cards. So let's go with Dream of the Untouched Land, because we like that already. Then we'll go for Stubborn Solidity, because that will allow me to defend here. I can play that here. That will give me defense against these guys, and then they'll attack them, which is sweet. And then lastly, let's do Healy Monsters, because it doesn't cost anything and it generates me some fear, which is always good. Excuse me. That gives me 6, 7 energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get 2 back from that 3. It gives me 2 earth, which will allow me to hold the island fast with a Bulwark of Will. So I'll put a little reminder there. Then let's just straight up do Dream of the Untouched Land to begin with. Remove up to 3 blight and up to 3 health worth invaders. So 1, that's remove, not destroy. Okay, so I don't get the fear from that, but at least I know there's no ravaging going on there, so that's nice. That's been used. Stubborn Solidity, defend 1 per, yep, we're defending here, and we're going to fight those dudes, so that's cool. And Unyielding Monsters, which is a slow one. Stress. Now it's the event phase, right? I think so. I've done my fast stuff. Fear level 2. It's a fear level related one, that's cool. Temporary caution. During the ravage step on each board, skip 1 ravage action where the Dahan outnumber the dudes. That's actually really annoying, because it has to be here. It doesn't say you may. So that means I have to skip a ravage action here, which means if I skip the action, then the Dahan won't attack back. I mean, technically, there's no things here, so I could do it on that space. So I'm going to do that. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. If you think I'm a dirty cheat, let me know. Prey on the Heedless. In each land with beasts, 1 damage per beast, so he takes 1 damage. Speak of the Spirit's Anger. For each board, 1 fear if any Dahan are in lands with towns and cities, which they are. So generate a mere 1 fear. Okay. Now it's the bad guys, because I haven't got any fear cards at the moment. Ravaging the Waterways. Nothing up here. These guys attack, and then the Stubborn Solidity, they fight back against their oppressors and fudge them up. Which destroys a town, generating me another fear card, which we like. Then we build in the mountains. Build every mountain. Oh, now becomes a city. Oh no. Cities are bad. And then we explore in the sandy areas. Exploring. Definitely feeling on the back foot here. Now, here's heavy monsters. I can push a thing push one explorer. I could push that dude out of that sand. Oh, no, I can't because it's range 0. Poo on you! Yeah, I can push this town out. Here we go. Let's do that. And I generate 2 fear. Bloop. Ooh, time passes. Oh, my thingy's come back. New round. Well, I'm going to need to get my cards back because I've only got 2. So we'll pick this one, reclaim cards, gain 2 earth, add a presence to a mountain or land with your presence. Let's allow me to play another card because more cards as good. And I'll place it there to turn that into a sacred site, and that gives me another minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got Carapace Lands, which is big on the defending and costs nothing. Wow, oh, it's range 0 though, but still, that's pretty cool. That's definitely a potential, and gets more defending depending on how many earth I've got. That's really potentially quite good. That's really good here. Oh, yes, that's potentially really good here because I could defend 6 against that. Ooh. Tormenting Rotflies. Add disease. If target land has invaders, give me 2 fear. If there's blight and stuff, I can get extra fear. So I could do it on here and just get 4 fear. That's really good. But it's slow. I think I need to start defending against stuff. Renewing Boon. Choose a land where both you and the target spirit have stuff. Remove blight. Skies herald the season of return. Spirit with presence on the target board. Add one of their destroyed. You can move blight. But I think I'm going to go with this Carapace Land. It's a bit obvious, but I think having defend 3 at this stage, potentially defend 6, because it's this thing that does it. Costs nothing, which is great. And if I've got 2 earth, it's defend +3, so it's defend 6, and I've got lots of earth. So I mean, it's logical, right? Now I can play 1, 2, 3, 4 cards this turn. Oh, and I generate 6 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see what we can do, shall we? Now, I'm just going to throw some cards down and see. Because I want to generate some fear, because then that'll give me another fear card here, which is nice. Probably want to defend. Got that at the moment. Ravaging there, not worried about that. They're going to kill him. Could do Dream of the Untouched Land. Remove though, but still, if I can get rid of the city, that's a big deal. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just having a little thinky think. I could do 2 damage. Well, I've got the energy, right? That would give me plenty of defending. Do I want to take the damage here? and not defend against it. If I just remove the city... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I haven't got enough stuff. Although, 3, 1, 2, 3, if I do that, and then I'll do 1 damage, which isn't enough. Oh, I need defense 3 there, don't I? Oh, no, yeah, double this up. Ooh. Put strife down. Add that. They'll then kill everything. In the after phase, I can do some damage. Yeah. Plough, shatter on rocky ground. I'm going to do like 1 damage to each thing because I can allocate damage. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I'll explain what I'm doing once I know what it is I'm doing. 2 damage to that. It does 1, 2, 3 damage to that. 1 damage to each thing, which destroys them both. That's pretty good. I can spend another card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and it can cost me 1. Or 0 is probably a better idea. Because I can play 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I'll maybe do that because it's free and I can generate a bunch more fear. Yeah. And then for nothing, here be monsters. Ooh! Stone's Unyielding Defiance! That only gives me 3 earth, which is because I've got 2 from here. Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means I can do this, which is good. I don't think I'll need it, but it's good. So I'll remind myself of that. And that costs me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 energy. Okay, I did a bit of thinking and a bit of rejigging, but I think I know what I'm trying to do. So, because of Fire in the Sky and Instruments of Their Own Ruin, these 2 cards, I get to play Strife down. Each within 1 of a sacred site. So I can put it on this city and this town. Because of Instruments of Their Own Ruin, when the Ravage happens, they'll attack each other, do a bunch of damage. That should, in theory, leave me the city and the town both on 1 hit each, which I can then finish them both off with Plow's Shatter on rocky ground. Oh. So we'll do Fire in the Sky and Instruments of Their Own Ruin, generate 2 fear, which is nice because it gives me another fear card, add 1 strife. No, don't put it under the dude, put it under the town. Then we do Instruments of Their Own Ruin, add 1 strife, so we'll put that under the city. I'm just going to put a thing here to remind me what that does. So they're both done. I've also got 4 health. If I do any blight, I can rejig it and move it around and whatnot. And because I've got 3, after the invaders deal any damage to the land, I can deal 2 damage to them. Whew. I mean, it's a big turn and I'm focusing a lot of energy over here. But this guy's going to get picked up by these Dahan anyway, so I'm not worried about this. And then I guess we'll worry about next turn when I get there. Can we do it? Right, so event phase. Stage 3, Courage of the Crowd. Invaders do not ravage in lands unless there are more invaders than the current terror level. Ravage actions do +2 damage. Well, there's no more invaders than the terror levels. Current terror level's 2. There's only 1 guy, so he's not going to ravage at all. He's going to have a little nappy nap. Here, there are more invaders, so they will ravage, and it's +2 damage per land. Prey on the Heedless. In each land with beasts, oh, that should be healed up, do 1 damage. Bloop. Leave the hostile land. In each land, push 1 Dahan per Badlands/disease to lands without Badlands or disease. Well, I haven't got any. Oh, he'll go away, won't he? And he'll get pushed into here, I think. Yes. Now we've got some fear. Ooh, spooky fear! And we're in terror level 2. Oh, I love it. In each land with Dahan, defend 1 plus an additional defend 1 per Dahan. So I'm defending 4 here. Not that it matters because he's not attacking, and that's it. So woo. And Tall Tales of Savagery. Each player removes 2 dudes or a town from a land with Dahan. Oh, crikey. That's this guy. At least I've got rid of him. Woo. Now we've got the Ravage phase. No ravaging here. Here's big ravaging, lots of damage. So, they won't attack each other. Well, no, they'll attack each other and they'll attack the land. So that becomes 4 damage because of the no bravery without numbers. Fortunately, I've got enough earth, generating 4 earth, so it only costs me 1 energy instead of 2. I can take the blight from here instead, rather than the island card, so that's good. Now, these guys, the city will do 1, 2, 3 damage, bloop, and kill those guys. And then the town will do 2 damage to the city because of instruments of their own ruin. And then let them break themselves against the stone. After the invaders deal 1 or more damage to the target land, 2 damage. They've both got 1 damage each, so they both die. Ha 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 ha! Which generates me 3 fear. Oh, hells to the motherfudging yeah. That could have gone worse. I mean, fortunately I had the... Oh, and because I've got Bestow the Endurance of Bedrock, when Blight is added, unless it outnumbers the presence, it won't destroy any. So it doesn't destroy any there, which is just fantastic. Oof, this could be good. This could be potentially good. Now, now I'm doing stuff, right? Because I'm doing my slow power. Oh no, now it's the Ravage. Yeah, that was that Ravage. So that's done and gone. Now we've got the building. Would build here, don't, because of the disease. Do build here, build city. Oh, I need to think ahead more. Well, potentially I can still do stuff, we'll see, we'll see. And then we've got some exploring to do. Oh no, I forget they do this. In the sands and the wetlands. Here, 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 and here. Boo. But now I've got my slow phase. Here's where things are going to get good, right? Potentially. That's range 0, so I can't really do anything there. Range 0, here be monsters. I can push 1 to harm into here and score 2 fear. 1, 2. Puts me at terror level 3. All I've got to do is get rid of this city. Ooh, tension. And then that's that done. Then I can plough, shatter on rocky ground. 1 damage to each thing, and push a thing, or destroy a town. I think it's range 1. I think we want to destroy this town. Yeah, destroy that town. That generates me another point of fear. Ooh, dearie my. They're all done. Time passes, so all this goes away. That goes away. And this town heals up. Right. I think I can win the game. I think I can win the game. So I can get rid of that city. So I think I'm just going to do it. So let's add a presence and gain 3 energy. So we'll add a presence within 2. Let's put it there just in case, because that's where I'm going to want to do stuff. Yep. Gives me more earth, which is nice, and gain 3 energy, which is super cool. Presence, I gain 6 energy for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I know I want to play Dream of the Untouched Land. It's going to cost me 6. I can play up to 4 cards. Definitely want to play that. Let's play Stubborn Solidity. Let's play Garden Stony Land for 2, and Jagged Shards push from the earth for nothing. Okay, I don't have any energy left, so that's probably not good. However, I think I've won the game. So, Stubborn Solidity. That's only defend 1, but that's fine. I'm going to do that on this space here. Yep, defend. So let's only defend 1, so they'll do 1 damage, so they won't blight the land, and they'll attack this guy. He won't take any damage because he can't be changed, and they'll do 2 damage and kill those explorers. Nice. So we like that. Then in my fast phase, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 earth and 1 thing. Oh, that costs energy, and so does that, and so does that, and I haven't got any, but that's fine. But I can do this. 5 energy, yes, I can do that. Deal half damage the invaders did to the land. So when the invaders do damage to the land, they take damage. However, Dream of the Untouched Land, remove up to 3 blight and up to 3 health worth of invaders. I'm going to remove this city. Boop. It goes away. Victory condition. No cities on the board. There are no cities on the board. Stone's Unyielding Defiance wins the game. Took ages, sorry about that. Wow. Yeah, once they get going, you're generating all the energy, get a couple of major powers. That was probably the right thing to do. I happened to get the right cards, which was super handy. I think when you're generating so much energy, it is definitely worth. Boo, boo, boo on all of you. Bleh. Yeah, when you're generating 6 or more energy a turn, it's definitely worth digging in for those major powers. Oof. Lucky, but I'll take it. So that's Stone's Unyielding Defiance. You know, taking a bit of damage to the land, generating blight. Because I wasn't generating from the healthy island, I didn't have to worry about what was on the other side of this, for the most part. Which would have been, 2 fear, but you destroy one of your things and lose energy. So you lose presence and stuff like that. That would have been bad if that had come up. And of course, then there's a limited amount of blight you can have anyway. Yeah, good times. Whew. I didn't think I was going to have as much fun with Stone's Unyielding Defiance, because I assumed it was kind of a boring, well, you just defend a lot. But of course you have to do some damage back to the invaders. So I think next time I'm going to be doing the Many Minds Movers 1. So if you're interested in how they play, do check out the next video, which will be coming up in a few days, a week, something like that. If you liked that, please leave comments down below. I've probably got some rules wrong, I've probably balled some stuff up. You've probably got loads of in-depth tactics and strategies for me, so let me know, because I am in love with this game. It is fantastic. Let me know if I messed up that thing with the events and I had to do it, or obviously that would have changed the end game, but hopefully not by too much. Yeah, leave some comments down below, you know, all the other good stuff. We do have ways you can help the Battlehammer. Things are different to how they normally would be in these trying times, but yeah, if you want to help out, we've got Patreon links in the description down below. We've got Amazon wish lists, you can buy stuff. We've got Amazon affiliate links, as well as Whaling Games affiliate links. If you want to buy stuff through those links underneath us, then you'll help the channel out. If you want to do none of that and you don't want a Patreon or anything, then the one thing you have to do is don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it and want to subscribe. If you don't like it and don't want to subscribe, you don't have to like and subscribe. But we would like it if you liked and subscribed. And until next time, stay hammered. Do 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 do.